I think Graham Mertz makes almost all the right decisions. Like, what we needed to see from Florida yesterday was Graham Mertz throwing the ball down the field. Well, they did. And he did. We'll talk about their secondary in a moment. He showed me what I needed to see. He made damn near, almost, he got picked off, but not really his fault. He damn near made every right decision. I know that there's a lot of negativity around Florida, and I don't know if they got the talent to not go 5-7. Here's what I do know. Graham Mertz is not as bad as everybody makes him out to be. He makes the right decision time after time after time. If they don't want to have a losing record, he's going to have to do what he did yesterday in the regular season and push the ball down the field. Joe, they got dudes. Trey Wilson is a guy. Their wide receiver, Trey Wilson, is a guy. But, man, I don't know how they're going to run the football.
Yeah, look, you bring up Graham Mertz. He is the one steady piece that they have. He is the one thing that makes you feel a little bit better. And it's good to have an adult in the room at the quarterback position when you're trying to figure out what to do with all the youth and the talent that they have. But you know what? My only thoughts on this game are summed up perfectly with what I tweeted about yesterday. They had 10 guys on the field for a PAT attempt in the spring game. This is, I mean, like, how many times are we going to see this? The lack of preparation, the lack of attention to detail. He has been a head coach for a long period of time at 2 schools now. This is not his first head coaching stint. This is not the first time, and he's in his second season as a head coach.
He's in his third season.
That's my point.
Oh, okay.
He has been there for long enough time now. It is bullshit that he keeps making these mistakes. And that's all the indicator that I need to know that he is not preparing these guys effectively enough. The lack of attention to detail that constantly shows up is so freaking problematic. And it is going to continue to bite them in the ass. They're 5-7, man. I'm sticking at that, and I'm not moving it up any further. And he's not going to last the full season.
I don't know how he does. Now, DJ Lagway was everything I thought he'd be.
Yeah, he made a great throw. He had one really good throw that he had. He
had multiple good throws.
Yeah.
I mean, he had the touchdown, the post into the end zone was a great throw. He had a couple crossing routes. Joe, I just don't know how they're going to run the football. They were okay, but you know what they were? You know what I walked away from that game yesterday saying? They're the exact same. Literally. Yeah. So they promoted an offensive coordinator, a guy that I know very well. I'm going to leave it at that. He was at LSU with the horse run in 2020, 2019. The bottom line is that Billy ain't giving up anything on that offense. He's going to call the plays. It's going to be his, and it's going to bite him in the ass. They don't have the dudes. I look at them and say, bro, you just got ripped alive by Graham Mertz, big dog. Like, and I think Graham's not bad, but that secondary that they have been saying has been bad the last 2 seasons, you didn't get better. Name one place you got better. You didn't get better at corner. You didn't get better at safety. Your nickels are running scared. Now, Manny Nunnery from Houston, the linebacker, was the best DB on the field, and I know he's a linebacker, but he had a pick, right? Like, I mean, like, what are we doing here? Joe, they're not it's going to be a long season, I fear, for Florida fans. Mm-hmm. But here's the truth. You're only one more season away before you get Lane Kiffin.
BetOnline remains your top spot for all of your live betting action and contests. NFL, college football, UFC, NHL are all in full swing. BetOnline is your number one source for wagering news, odds, trends, and predictions with both desktop and mobile access at any time. Head to BetOnline today and use promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for 50% off your first deposit. That is a 50% welcome bonus. BetOnline, where the game starts.